Bruh. What is going on, my peeps? Your boy Versatile is back with another video, back to finally share with you guys my experience at the Sony Camera Camp Life that I just seen Jenna, Izaric, and Sony put on for a ton of creators. Before I get to that, I might have to retire my Adidas hat now for this beast mode, B Alpha hat, baby. Oh my. I mean, I'm gonna miss wearing this one, and I probably still wear it from time to time, but I think I'm wearing this one right now. So, for now, gotta catch 'em all. All right, as I was saying, what an amazing experience I had there. I met a ton of creators, both large and small, that were willing to help, talk, associate, and just have a good time there. For us smaller people, we were there for Sunday, and it was pretty much like a whole workshop day, so we really didn't get to mingle with the larger creators as much. We did here and there in between, but the way the day was speeding by and the way schedules kind of started conflicting with what the larger creators and influencers were doing versus what we were doing, it was hard to kind of really, exchange and interchange in talking with them and stuff. But nonetheless, when I did, or when we did, it was a great experience. I think that's one thing that kind of let us all down. Granted, it was Sony's first time hosting such an event like this, but I think we all hope that next time there isn't necessarily like a divide because of how big you are, or how large you are. It almost felt like a class situation. But hopefully, of course, 2.0 version 2 is going to be that much better, and hopefully we'll still be able to apply, and hopefully we're getting an invite again for next year. But definitely shout out to them. Who did I meet? Who did I hook up? Matt Santana was a roomie that I hooked up with. We stayed at Mountain Lake Lodge in Montana. That was like 5-10 minutes away from the actual campsite, Flathead Lake Lodge. And then he started like a whole Discord channel where we just all were able to, who was going there, was able to just talk with each other. I met Miranda. She's like about that biker life. I met a girl named, I think her name's Miranda. No, it's Amanda. I'm sorry, it's Amanda. And then I met a girl named Marissa, who does baking and stuff. I met Joshua Bain, who was like my quote unquote chauffeur, but he stayed like right around the corner from the hotel, so he definitely hooked me up with a ride, because Uber and paying for tax anything out there is governed by state law basically, and you're looking at $50 to $80 to travel around, Uber or non-Uber. So Joshua Bain, you came in handy, and I appreciate your kindness to help me out. And then and to help us get to the site too. We didn't have to wake up like that much earlier or whatever to get to the shuttle to get to the lodge. So definitely Joshua Bain, he does photography and stuff like that, videography. So I'm gonna try to link the channel down in the description below. So I'm trying to keep this part as brief as possible so you guys can get to the fun. It was just great. The experience that I had there is none other. As long as I've been in this tech space here, the embrace of wanting to help people out, help each other out, and the willingness to do so, I just never felt that before, and it was just such an amazing experience to be able to sit down with Cody Blue, Chris from Chris Rhodes or YC Imaging, Brandon Lee from Tech Today, Justine, David Kogan from The Unlocker, Tech Me Out, Tao, or Vina for Take Me Out. Just a ton of people. And Cody, he was even willing, he was like, yo, let's sit down, let's talk. And like, he really helped educate me on Cine 4 or a specific focus mode within the Sony a7 III and probably most of the Sony Alpha cameras anyway. But just the willingness to sit, Himbu, I can't even forget about Himbu, man. Just a help. Armando, like, it was so much just fun, and people in their environment just wanting to help each other out and just having fun. It was an amazing. So I'm gonna leave it short there. If you follow me on Instagram, maybe I have it right here, Michael Woods 8. You'll see some photos I was able to take there. I'm gonna include, I don't think I'm gonna include all those, but I think I included a couple in this in the footage. It's photos and video interchanged because I really didn't think to record that much because of how we were moving. So stuff that I was able to get, I got. Things I didn't. A lot of the footage you're gonna see, I shot with the 35mm f1.8 lens that Sony came out with earlier this year. And then that was on the Sony a7R3. I don't know why I didn't think to grab the a7R4 or the 6600, but I shot a lot of that gimbal footage from the DJI Ronin SC. We was able to use that as a workshop for that. I shot a ton of footage that you're gonna see dealing with cattle and stuff like that. You're gonna see the majority of that footage all with that setup, the Ronin SC, the Sony a7R3, and the 35mm lens. They said that the 24-70 was not going to be easy to balance on the gimbal, so I had to exchange the lens. Keep in mind, Sony allowed us to rent out anything we wanted to, even their cinematic studio camcorders like the FS7 and whatnot. So I didn't rent that out, of course. They had the $13,000 lenses there, them big bazooka joints, like, whew. And then I was able to later exchange the 35mm for the 55mm f1.8 lens, the Sony native lens, of course. And I paired that to my camera because I forgot with settings and moving stuff around. I just decided to use my Sony a7 III and shoot stuff. So you're gonna see a ton of photos that I shot with the Sony a7 III and the Sony 55mm f1.8. And it's, oh man, and that's what I did for the scavenger hunt stuff and the nighttime photography that you're gonna see in the footage coming up. So I'm proud of myself in that a lot of stuff was first time editing, and it really did come out better than I expected. Of course, there's always improvements, but I really feel good about some of the forward thinking I was able to do for this video to try to give you guys something fun to watch while I was there. So just a blast it was. And we hope that Sony again hooks us up next year. Thank you guys for having such a great hosting experience, and made more fun experiences like that join up. Matt, I think it's Grebe. You might remember some of this footage. If you end up watching this, you might remember a specific scene or trick shot that I did with the gimbal that I feature in here. So yeah, just without further ado, let's jump in to the video. This portion of the video and the end piece is recorded at 1080p 120, and then I recorded pretty much everything in 1080p 120 just so I could manipulate it better in post. So everything you're gonna see is 1080p 120 frames per second, and then I rendered it down to 1080p 60 frames. So enjoy. We're going to Montana, baby. Oof, Denver, baby, 825. Crazy. Just made it into Denver, if you guys can hear me. I made it into Denver. Alright, touchdown in Denver. You guys look out there, there's I believe that would be the tower. You know, traffic control. By my gate, this is what I found. I found Nick D's. Got that quarter pounder, got me a fry and a nugget, and some Sprite. About an hour before I take off into the skies. Made it to Montana. I will say I've never been to Montana's airport before. It's got a different vibe to it. The airport almost feels like a school, as you guys see here. And everybody in baggage claim waiting to get their stuff. I already have my stuff. I got one bag, so I don't need to wait on baggage claim. But one of the fellow creators I met here helped me get to my hotel. So thank you, Joshua Bain.
guys know editing takes some time, so they're almost done with that. So you guys just want to hang out for a little bit, and then we will debut our film creator here for the Scatter and find out. Oh, then there's that. And then there's a giveaway. Giveaways. Okay, cool. Thank you guys so much.
Child over here tearing apart that soul food. She tearing apart that soul food. We got Vina over here, aka Take Me Out. We got Megas and Tanner, Jay Holiday, and then we got Josh Bain here. You can't hear him. He said, "What's up?"
You just put someone else's voice over while I'm talking.
Does this give you some sort of power over me? Man, I hope you guys appreciate it and have fun watching that. I'm glad that I didn't have that much footage where you might feel drawn out to watch it. You know, I think it was somewhere around 7 minutes to 7.5 minutes of just straight camp footage, and of course me with the airport. But I'm glad I was able to keep it concise and small. A lot of footage from the cattle. I had fun with the gimbal, trying to master some of the gimbal, and it's a true practice to get that down. It's definitely a true practice. I fell in love with that 55 millimeter, and I heard the 85 was just as good. So hopefully in due time, Sony wants to, you know, hook your boy up, be in a photo. You guys were there too. You know, that 55 1.8, the 85 1.8, the 24 to 70. Hey, Tamron, the 28 to 75. I mean, it still includes all the focal lengths that I would enjoy shooting at. Nonetheless, it's stuff that I have looking forward to, and then stuff that you guys have to look forward to. So, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Your boy Versatile signing out, and until the next video, wait for it.